Hello, it's me again, Madam Jennifer from EducareTZ. Welcome, my lovely Form 4 students in a biology session. And in today's session, we are going to solve the question for the Necta 2010 2010. So, this is a question for the biology paper 1 where we are going to solve, where we are going to see numbers of the question which has been constructed in this particular Necta paper, where we are going to see how these questions are designed and how needed to be answered. When talk on the Form 4 Necta question means that the question has been derived from the level we have studied from Form 1 up to Form 4 for all 4 years, so that you can use them so as to give a correct response to the asked question, so as to ensure that we get the good performance in our final examination. So, in today's session, we are going to start by solving the question number 3 for the year 2010. So, the question number 3, Roman A, states that for each of the following process, state the site of the process, the raw material, important product, and byproduct. So, the question states that for each of the following process, state the site of the process, the raw material, important product, and byproduct. The first one is photosynthesis, and the second one is aerobic respiration. The question number 3, Roman B, is give reason why it is healthier to breathe through the nose than through the mouth. Give reasons why it is healthier to breathe through the nose than through the mouth. My lovely Form 4 students, before we answer this question, first of all, we have to be aware on where the topic or this question have been derived. This question has been derived from the topic of the Form 2. The first one in that topic of the nutrition, while the question number A, Roman 2, this has been derived from that topic of the gaseous exchange and respiration, and the second one also has been derived from that concept of the gaseous exchange and respiration. So this combined two topics, the nutrition as well as the gaseous exchange and respiration. So in order to answer this question, we need to have the knowledge from these two topics. By starting with the first one, which were needed to give the site where the photosynthesis will take place, the raw material of the photosynthesis, and important product and byproduct of photosynthesis. My lovely Form 4 students, the photosynthesis, this is one of the familiar and common thing in you. Once talk on the photosynthesis, this is performed by the autotroph or autotrophic plant, the organism which are capable of manufacturing their own food. So that process of organism of this green plant and alga to manufacture their own food is what is known as the photosynthesis. So the photosynthesis is a process whereby green plants do use the sunlight to convert these simple molecules, the water and the carbon dioxide, to manufacture the glucose and oxygen as byproduct. And this glucose is what that is used by other organisms as a source of the nutrients. So the raw material which are used for the photosynthesis process is the water and the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, this is obtained from the exhalation from this organism. Organisms like human beings, they tend to expire or to exhalate or to remove the carbon dioxide as one of their metabolic products. So the plant tend to use this carbon dioxide for photosynthesis process. Also, the excess water also is used as one of the raw material for photosynthesis. So once these two raw material combine in the presence of water in the chlorophyll or the green pigment which is found within the chloroplast in the mesophyll of the plant, is where they tend to produce this complex substance which is the glucose and the oxygen. Glucose is being used for other metabolic process like respiration. Also, the oxygen is released at the byproduct so as to be used released back to the atmosphere to be used by other mammals and other organisms like human beings for inhalation. The site where the photosynthesis process will take place, it depends. The photosynthetic process takes place into two phases. There is dark phase as well as in the light phase. We are going to see them in details. So that is just short description pertaining the photosynthesis. Now let us see. Once we talk on the photosynthesis before we set the site, the photosynthesis is a process in which green plants manufacture complex food substance from simple inorganic substances such as carbon dioxide and water in the presence of the sunlight and the chlorophyll. So these are the raw material. Carbon dioxide and water, these are the raw material for the photosynthesis. Out there we have already solved one of the part of the question we have been asked. The second one, this process of photosynthesis occurs in the green part of the plant and mostly in the leaf where there is high concentration of this chloroplast. The process of photosynthesis takes place into two phases. There is light phase as well as the dark phase. Once we talk on the light phase, meaning that the photosynthesis process do take place in the presence of the sunlight. So, this light phase tend to occur in the chloroplast. So, the site for photosynthesis in the light phase is in the chloroplast, which is located in the leaf where it contains this green pigment known as the chlorophyll for maximizing the surface area for the absorption of the sunlight for the photosynthesis process. So, it occurs in the chloroplast and the chlorophyll. Within the chloroplast contains this chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs light energy from the sun, and light energy is used to split water molecule to oxygen and hydrogen. And then another stage is dark stage. This process takes place in the stomata. So this is another site for photosynthesis. So the photosynthesis takes place into two places in the plants, in the chloroplast, also in the stomata. So the dark stage occurs in the stomata and it does not need a light. Carbon dioxide combined with hydrogen to form sugar such as the glucose. So in order for photosynthesis to be accomplished, it might involve these two phases, the light phase as well as the dark phase. Where the light phase involves the splitting of that water molecule to hydrogen and oxygen, while the dark phase involves the combining of this hydrogen, which has been found from the splitting water molecule with the carbon dioxide to form the glucose. So the glucose, this is one of the end product of the photosynthesis. As you see here, hapa katika dark phase tumeona carbon dioxide na combine with this hydrogen kuweza kutengeneza glucose pamoja na water. So hizi hapo ni product, kuna water pamoja na kuna glucose pamoja na water. Alafu katika light phase ilikopa splitting of water, but ipata hydrogen and oxygen. So combine the whole product of the photosynthesis ni glucose, hydrogen na oxygen. Ambapo glucose inaenda kutumika for the respiration na water inatumika for the cooling of the plant, maintaining of the target katika rigidity of this maintenance of the shape of the part of the plant, na oxygen na be released at the byproduct or unwanted product. Kwa hiyo part of the product ni glucose na water ambazo ni necessary. Alafu byproduct ni oxygen. So up to there tumekuwa tumesolve our question like that. The second one is aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, we know that the respiration, this is a cellular process that involve the breaking of the complex food substance step by step to release the energy in form of ATP to be used by the body for growth as well as for the development. So when you talk on the respiration, it has been divided into two parts or two categories. There is the aerobic as well as the anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, this is the kind of the respiration that will take place in the presence of the sunlight, or breaking of the complex food substance in the presence of the oxygen. While when you take on the anaerobic respiration, meaning that it involves the breaking of this complex food substance, usually the glucose, in the absence of the oxygen, and it involves two products in plant and animal, where there is production of the lactic acid and the pyruvic acid and alcohol. So, and the question is you to state the site for the aerobic respiration. So, the aerobic respiration, This is a combustion reaction. This involves the use of the oxygen. That's why we call it the combustion. So use the oxygen so as to break that compound. So this is a combustion reaction. This means that oxygen is required in order to generate the ATP. The glucose is broken down in the presence of the oxygen into water and the carbon dioxide. Up to now, we have already get the product as well as the raw material. So the product for the respiration is the glucose, and the raw material is glucose and oxygen. That is why it calls the combustion reaction. So the raw material is glucose and oxygen, and the product is carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. These are the products. The question number 3, Roman B, asks you that give a reason why it is healthier to breathe through the nose than through the mouth. Kwa nini nashauriwa sana watu waweze kupumua kwa kutumia pua na sio mdomo? The reason is that within the nose there is this mucus pamoja na small hairs ambayo inasaidia katika filtering of the hair entering this respiratory organ, vile vile katika trapping hapa moisturizing of the hair, na vile vile filtering due to that mucus ambayo inakuwa inasaidia katika moisture na vile vile katika dissolving on the hair. Lakini vile vile katika pua kuna kuwepo na small hairs kwa ajili ya trapping of the dust pamoja na microbes which ambao wanajaribu kuweza kupenetrate kuweza kuingia katika respiratory surface. Ndio maana unapoona hata kuna vumbi au kuna hiyo chafu imeingia, mtu atapiga chafya. This is due to the presence of these hairs. Lakini katika mdomo hakuna hivyo vitu. Kwa kama ni debris, kama ni uchafu, kila kitu kitaweza kuingia direct katika respiratory surface, unaweza kapelekea madhara. So it is healthier to breathe through the nose because it has mucus and hair which it has trap dusty and microorganism. And the question number 4 for the year 20 and 10, we are done with the question number 3 for the 20 and 10. In case of any misconception or understanding, you are welcome. Or in case of any suggestion also, you are welcome. The question number 4 for the year 20 and 10 is state that explain what is meant by the following term. The first one, heterotropic nutrition. Second one is autotropic nutrition. And the last one, the diagram below in figure 1 shows the external structure of the leaf. And this diagram is as shown here. This you are being given the structure of the leaf. Also you are being given the letter which indicate the different part of this plant leaf. Here you are being given the letter C, the letter B, and the letter A. After studying this figure, now let us see the question that follow, which need us to answer. So the question, Roman 1, after observing the figure or the diagram, name the part labeled A, B, and C. Question Roman 2, what is the function of the part labeled C? And the last one, what features of the external structure show that a leaf is adapted for photosynthesis? My lovely Form 4 students, when talk on this question in general, this question has been derived from the Form 2 topic, in that topic of the nutrition. Nutrition, kwa wale ambao hawajaweza kusoma hii topic, kuna vitu vingi. Kuna digestion process, kuna ruminants digestion process, kuna food processing and preservation method. There's a lot of the knowledge. Kwa mtu ambaye hajasoma, hajafuatilia, you are most welcome. Just subscribe na media katika YouTube Educare Media. Vile vile ukiingia Chrome kuna our apps Educare Media, so that you can improve your learning. Tuna topic nyingi tumefundisha kuanzia form 1 to form 4. You can choose anyone that's fit for you ambao hujaweza kuisoma darasani. Vile vile tukao umeshasoma hizo ku improve your understanding. So this question is being derived from the topic of the nutrition, and in order to answer it correctly, you need to have a deep understanding pertaining this particular topic. By starting with the term heterotropic nutrition and autotropic nutrition. These are the two main types of the nutrition. You know that the nutrition, the main purpose of the nutrition is to get the living organism tend to feed so as to survive. And they feed on variety of the food which contain a variety of the nutrients. This is known as the nutrition. So we have two main types of the nutrition. We have the autotrophic as well as the heterotrophic nutrition. When we talk on the heterotrophic nutrition, these are the organism, or this is a form of nutrition which depend on other food source, or this organism which tend to depend on other organisms to get their nutrients. While the heterotrophic nutrition, these are the nutrients which are obtained by the plant, or these are the ones which are produced by the plant. These are the nutrients which are produced by the plant, which are known as the autotroph through the process of the photosynthesis. Also, in this figure here, the structure of the leaf, here we discuss, this question has been derived from that concept of the photosynthesis. Here we see that the photosynthesis mostly take place within the stomata. Well, within the stomata found within the leaf, also in the lenticel, while the large concentration is in the leaf, where there is this stomata. The stomata, these are the small pores which are guarded by the guard cell, which are capable of opening and closing cells to ensure the loss of water, also the entrance of the carbon dioxide for photosynthesis process. So the plant leaf has been adapted for various processes for photosynthesis. And this is structure of the leaf. So you are needed to label these parts, where in case if you see these parts roughly, the part labeled you see here, this indicates the leaf margin, where the leaf margins, the veins, this small mstari mdogo midogo inakuwa inaonyesha the veins which contain the vascular tissue. But within the vascular tissue tunajua kuna xylem pamoja na phloem. Both xylem katika transportation of water and mineral salt, na phloem katika transportation of the manufactured food from the to the storage organ. Alafu the B hii hapa ni leaf lamina. Hizi hapa za huku pembeni, hapa ipo katikati, hapa ni B, hapa ni leaf lamina. Alafu A hii hapa ni petiole, ambayo inakuwa ina support, ina attach the leaf to the stem. So now let us now answer the question. The question number 1, you are needed to give or to explain what is meant by the following term. The first one is heterotrophic nutrition. The heterotrophic nutrition, this is a process in which organisms get nutrients by eating other organisms. So this is a process whereby a organism gets a nutrient by eating or by feeding on another organism. An example, the autotroph, these are the organisms which are incapable of making their own food. Instead, they depend on other sources of the food source to get their nutrients. Example, human beings, all these human beings, animals, with the exception to plants, which are capable of manufacturing their own food through the process of photosynthesis. And once we talk of the autotrophic nutrition, this is a process by which organisms manufacture their own food from simple inorganic substance like carbon and hydrogen gas, like carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas, using either the light energy or photosynthesis or the chemical energy through the process of chemosynthesis to manufacture their own food. Example is performed by the green plant as well as the green alga. And the question, Roman B, you have been given the diagram, as you already see the diagram in the figure 1, and now you are needed to label the part A, B, and C. The part C will indicate when turned back in this diagram, the part C, you needed to label the part C. These are the veins. The part B, this is lamina, and part A, which is the petiole. So the part A is petiole, part B is lamina, and part C is the veins. The question Roman 2 states that what is the function of the part labeled C? The part labeled C is veins. So what is the function of the veins now in the plant? So the vein contains the vascular tissue, namely the xylem and the phloem. As I've already explained, the xylem, this tend to transport the water and the mineral salt to various parts of the plant. And the phloem, this tend to transport the manufactured product, your food, to different parts, from the storage organ to different parts of the plant. And the last question is, what feature of the external structure show that a leaf is adapted for photosynthesis? Katika diagram ambayo tumepewa, what feature of the external structure show that a leaf is adapted for photosynthesis? Katika structure yetu pale tuna structure ambayo labeled B, ambayo ile pale ni leaf lamina. Ina kazi gani? Within the lamina ndio kuna kuwepo na this chloroplast, ambao within them kuna kuwepo na chlorophyll, ambayo inasaidia katika kuweza maximize surface area for the absorption of the sunlight kwa ajili ya photosynthesis. Kwa hiyo the external structure of the leaf adapted for photosynthesis is lamina, which has a large surface area for maximizing the surface area for the absorption of the sunlight. We tend to split the water molecule to form the hydrogen, which combine with the carbon dioxide to form the glucose, water, as well as the oxygen as one of the product of the photosynthesis process. Up to now, my lovely Form 4 students, that marks the end of our enjoyable session. Hope that you have understood well. In case of any misconception, please don't hesitate to write it in the comment section. Please stay connected to Educare Media for the coming session. Have a nice moment.